And you're looking live at the Bolt-Palito Blanco Stadium here in Bolt, Texas, right near Alice in Jim Wells County. My name is Amador Ramirez, and I will be joined by my partner Ray Ramirez in a moment as we get the scrimmage number 1 of 2 underway here with Skidmore-Tynan taking on the Bolt-Palito Blanco Badgers. And Ray, got to talk about this first. It's still hot, so we know it's the beginning of the season, right?
Yes. Luckily, the sun's covered by the clouds,
which makes it like a pretty good start right now. You know, it feels pretty good right now. It really does. Ray had mentioned, of course, the numbers on the jerseys are for, I guess you could say, stealth reasons. You don't want to start showcasing your talent yet, so we may not be seeing the actual numbers. Although to the left we have the Shannons with us, and number 8 is Morgan Shannon. I believe that's been addressed, and he's been number 8. Talented player last year.
I see number 6, Donovan Garcia. Number 77, Jose Flores. Number 55, Brandon Galloway. Number 74, Ethan Herrera. 65, Enrique Ramirez. Of course, I know that number.
Yeah, you're quite familiar with it, right?
I keep up with his numbers.
We don't want to give... Well, most people will know his real number.
21 is Travis Hennig.
And he was number 21
last
year, but also when we went through the practice the other night, he was at 21, so Morgan Shannon was number 8 as well, and you can kind of see the team over there just kind of warming up a little bit for the scrimmage.
I believe that's JV.
JV over there,
yes.
Okay.
I believe JV's going to do some plays, and then Marcy's going to do some plays, and so they're mixed in together.
So we'll be seeing a little bit of everything. And we want to basically kind of just bring you a little bit of, well, I'm pretty sure we'll be here for the entire scrimmage. And Ray, it's likely that they will play a full live quarter normally. I'm looking at some of the officiating crew, and actually I know 2 of the 3. They're in the B County area right there.
Oh, yeah, Science.
Yeah, Bernie Science. Hello, Bernie, and JC Colmenero.
Yep.
I'm going to try to get in a little closer. And you know, Ray, the only problem with...
That's not Eloy, is it?
It is, could very well be. It could very well be. So we've
He's
got...
still doing roughing, huh?
Yeah, it's great. It is. You are. It is. And he's they're there with good old Blackjack Jailing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I think, and I don't know who the 4th person is, the 4th official on the crew, but nonetheless, we wish them a great year as well. There's a lot of things going on, Ray, officiating, to coaching, to playing, and even we get a little bit of a piece of the pie, if you will. We get to enjoy ourselves behind this camera.
74 is Oscar Berrial, not Brandon Galloway.
In practice, I believe it was Coach Benya was telling me, and I can't remember the name, but I thought Oscar Berrial, and I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Had run the ball a few times, and maybe I'm wrong.
No, he's a lineman.
He's a lineman.
Yes.
And he had another name, and I know that they were in the track and field meet in Three Rivers when you and I were there, and the name is not coming to me. So, but he had run the ball a few times and played tight end, and was doing
Anthony Berrial.
Anthony Berrial. Very good.
He's
very
number
good.
44. Right.
Thank you. That is absolutely right. Thank you, Ray.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Actually, Anthony Berrial is a senior. Travis Hennig is a senior. Enrique Ramirez is a senior. Oscar Berrial is a senior. Jose Flores is a senior. They got quite a bit of seniors.
Yeah, and I know I'm looking at number 21.
Sorry.
Now I'm all out of organization. No, I'm kidding. No problem. This is my roster, but this is actually some stuff we want to talk about throughout the game, Ray, and that is some of the other sports that are going on to start off the 25-26 season, and the other 2 being volleyball. We'll talk about that a little later, and also cross country with Coach Stowe, Catherine Stowe, rather than Tim Stowe, the wonderful couple at Skidmore-Tynan. Well, Ray, it's got a little bit of a breeze, but like you said, we're not at the moment looking at a direct sunlight, so that really does help. And hopefully you guys can hear us and can watch the action in a great manner, visually and auditorily. I'm making words up already as we go along.
Oh, before the game starts, I know you weren't there, and I had Enrique, of course, in the lineman challenge. The lineman actually made it to state championship challenge up in Abilene at Hardin-Simmons University.
Yeah, you were showing me some of those highlights.
And there was 180 something schools out there.
And that bodes well for Skidmore-Tynan.
Yes.
And Ray, you mentioned at pregame that we've got varsity and JV represented here.
Yes.
So you're going to see a little bit of both, because you never know when a junior varsity player is going to be scooted up to varsity. I saw James Carragher take a few snaps, if not more than a few snaps, at practice the other day, and he did a great job, the young freshman. And now the quarterbacks that were suited in purple were Mason Sweeney, Jesse Urdiales, and James Carragher, according to Coach Pena. So it's going to be exciting to see that.
Jesse's out of uniform. He's on the bench. I'm not sure.
Is he number 4 right there?
Yeah,
okay, he's number 4.
And it looks like we're starting on defense.
I'll try to get in as close as I can, but at the same time, yeah, you're absolutely right. I don't know what I'd do without Ray Ramirez here. He's got everything, all the information, just beautiful.
And just to give you all a heads up, it's going to take a little bit to learn all the names of all the players coming in. So if you can bear with us.
So if we don't know them, we'll just make them up. We'll probably have a lot of John Does out there. But I will be joined at 6:30 for a little bit for a quick. I know I have a fan and a mother out here that Cassie Sowers. She'll be joining us. I said, hey, come on up here and talk with us a little bit so that you get a perspective from a mom, a lot of dedicated moms. You know, I don't want to make it a mom and dad thing, Ray, but usually the moms are the ones that get a little crazy out there, right?
Yes. Yeah.
As long as they don't hear that from me. So as Ray mentioned earlier, but I'll let him repeat it, I think we're going to end with a full quarter, a live quarter at the end of action. But up until now, explain, Ray, in a scrimmage, what normally the teams do.
Normally they run about between 10 and 20 plays on offense. And, of course, Skidmore's on defense, so there'll be about between 10 and 20 plays. And then they'll switch off where Skidmore's going to run about 10, 20 plays on offense. And then Bolt-Palito Blanco will switch off and play defense.
And we're not going to call any names out tonight because we don't know everyone. We know numbers. And Ben Bolt's got a nice little runner to the right side, and he's going to make some good yardage to the right, Ray. And immediately you start thinking about that left side containment. Yes. You got to be able to contain those runners. And if you get a speedy runner like that, and they can get outside, guess what? The next play, they'll go right back there.
Right. And pass to the right side.
And that's a good...
and one thing I do know is Bolt-Palito Blanco does their offense quick. Like, they run their offense. They just...
kind of like the old Houston Oilers run and shoot. That's where it all started. And you got to close that. And again, we're not really going to be running our scoreboard. We're just going to be talking, but we will have our traditional scoreboard, whether we're on ScoreCam like you're watching tonight or OBS. Oh, almost one of those Odell Beckham one-hand catch. Yeah, speaking of the technology, Ray, we're running ScoreCam basically on my iPhone, but we will vary in our technologies throughout. Tonight, you're just going to be watching us. Number 2 to the right side. Still going. Again, out to that right side. The 2 big plays, Ray, have come on that right side.
Yes.
The offensive right side, the defensive left side. And, of course, if they don't make the allotted 10 yards within the 4 downs, they start over.
Yes. And if they score, I believe they start over again.
Yes, absolutely. And a good shot down in the slant route, down to the middle, number 5. And Ben Bolt is in position to take it in here. On the left side and into the end zone. So they're going to have to immediately tighten up the containment on the right side and on the left side on defense. As I said, we're going to run the scoreboard when we get to the real live quarter. Until then, we're just going to mentally, because you're watching the action yourself, touchdown, Ben Bolt. We didn't count the number of plays, but about 7 plays, I think, on that drive.
Yep.
And I don't think they don't necessarily do extra points or 2-point conversions.
No.
So they're going to start it all over because they've got a lot of plays left in their allotted place here on the first drive in scrimmage. Well, Ray, your assessment on the first drive here.
I think they just need I think they're nervous. First game of the season. Or scrimmage, so they got to get those butterflies out.
Yeah, when you're out there and you're doing full contact, you don't really think about a scrimmage. You gotta make effort.
Yes.
It's a real game to them, Now let's see where they're gonna place the ball. Oh, you got a guest with you. How are y'all doing? Doing great.
Ball's on the 40-yard line.
All right, so they're going the other way. We just got bumped into the Hennigs, number 21, Travis Hennig, and good old LC Hennig. He's going to want to come over, right? He likes the camera. I missed him. Oh, no. I'm going to have to take a picture for the girls in a little bit. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. There it goes, a long pass out there, and it's incomplete. And that was good coverage, but I don't know, Ray. It needs to be a little bit better than that because he had a shot at it.
Yeah.
But that was a nicely run route with good defense, though. So I guess we'll practice ourselves, Ray. It's 2nd and 10, shotgun formation, looking to the right. He's got room, a little containment there, and a pass over. Incomplete. Incomplete. Intended for number 3. And number 22, I don't know if you, again, we're not really going with names, but certainly, Ray, if you know one, you can call out the name. As I mentioned, we were just talking there with Candy Hennig, who is the mom to number 21, Travis Hennig, and also joining us here is former Bobcat and always a Bobcat, LC Hennig right there, who played for the Skidmore-Tynan Bobcats a few years back. So, and I believe over on the left side we got
Chase Shannon.
Chase Shannon. He's going to have to come over and talk a little bit. We'll get those two guys. I said we're going to get some of our former players up here in a little bit. See if LC will come up. Man, we're feeling some, what do we call it in Spanish, Ray? Chispas.
Chispas.
We got some chispas going here, which is a little bit of raindrops, which feels great, but not for the equipment. You got an umbrella, Ray?
We have a small one.
Okay. Oh, we need to cover our
Maybe
technology.
we should have gone to the press box.
Maybe we should have. It feels so good, though.
What's funny is on the way down, I saw the clouds. I told my wife, I'm going to wash your car on the way over there, okay?
That's the best way to get rain. There was that, whatever that they call it, the Invest 98L or something that came in from South Texas, North Mexico. But we didn't really, maybe this is a remnants, I don't know. We could sure use it. Well, we saw a few plays here. We had an initial drive for, I know what I'll do is we'll go like this. Let me see if I can, and of course I hit the wrong one.
Like I said, I think Mason Sweeney's the quarterback. Looks like number 8. Morgan Shannon's going to be the running back.
We're just going to keep tabs with touchdowns. So we do have, he said Morgan Shannon it. Oh, nicely done. Over on the right side. Still going. He's going to take it to the house. And the first pass by Morgan Shannon in for a touchdown for the Skidmore-Tynan Bobcats. Absolutely right. That was nicely done. Now, that's the one thing about having Morgan Shannon back there. There's going to be a little speed back there, too.
And the offensive line giving Sweeney a little bit of time to pass also.
And they did compete and placed in the lineman challenge. So, we should have a pretty good defensive and offensive line ahead of us here in the 25 football season. Yeah, those drops feel so good on my back. Guess we'll go the other direction. I'm still learning the scoreboard trick here, but it looks like I'm gonna have to do it the long way, Ray. I don't know why it's not letting me, but that's okay. We're just keeping tabs of the touchdowns here at the scrimmage pre-full quarter live. One apiece right now, and Skidmore-Tynan's came in dynamite format, Ray, in one shot from Morgan Shannon to, and I don't know who the receiver was. It was number 22.
Sweeney to number 22.
Mason Sweeney.
Yes.
Oh, right. Shannon to Sweeney on that. So here we go, shotgun formation, and the back. Oh, and a nice run on the. Oh, he slowed down.
Yeah,
you got to keep going.
You got to keep going.
He's got to keep going.
That's a nice hole.
That was a nice hole.
Lineman.
Absolutely. He just threw a touchdown pass, didn't he? Now he's in the backfield. You talk about that's going to be a multi-purpose back right there, a multi-purpose player, I should say. Now,
here comes the drops.
I may have to take my. I don't ever come prepared with an umbrella, but we're going to do this. Ray, I'm sorry, I'm going to go like this. See what happens. I cover up my technology. Maybe you can move it for me when we get there. Here it is. Yeah, it is feeling good. All right, here we go. Runner to the right. That looks like Shannon. And, yeah, we're getting some rain, folks. I don't care if I get soaked. I'll let you run my bar over here, Ray. I don't know if BB Adamas is listening from Kicker 106 of years ago, but not even close to that. We were in a monsoon, and it happened in Mathis, Texas, and it was actually Bolt-Palito Blanco against Refugio, and it just came pouring. That didn't last too long. I don't figure we're gonna have. Too much rain. I say that, and here it comes again. Here come the Bobcats with the runner to the left side, and here we go. He's got some room. Good running. Is it Zavedra?
And the linemen, Enrique Ramirez and Anthony Benial pushing the runner for extra yardage.
Beautifully done by that line, Ray.
Number 6 was the running back.
If you say it's Zavedra?
I might be. I'm not sure. She's over there. We might ask her if that was her.
Well, I see Miss Santry here. I think that we got Connor Santry, I believe. Well, I'm going to have to cover up again, Ray. Run my bar for me if you need to. But this is fun. It feels so cool. I'm glad we just stayed out here. It's raining. Runner to the right side. He's got
number 6 again.
I think that's Connor Santry. I'm going to go out on a limb, Ray, and say that's Connor Santry. I know I saw his mom, Ashley, over here. And I remember calling was it the 8th grade or JV game, and I don't know whether he was on JV or whether he was on 8th grade, but my goodness, that if it is, and you may be right with Zavedra. So you got Connor Santry, maybe number 6, Zavedra number 22, and I apologize, guys, we really don't have time to go to YouTube. If you're chatting, please leave some numbers and names so that later we can address that. But right now we've got some random numbers up there, and here comes Skidmore-Tynan. 1 touchdown apiece thus far, and if it is Santry in the backfield, the gift to Shannon, and he's got some room. So that offense for Skidmore-Tynan doing a great job I feel like I'm a pizza delivery guy. Look, Ray. You got to get a picture of this at some point so we can share it later.
We do have 25 people watching. So.
All right, welcome, guys. So y'all leave your comments. Keep it professional, but if you see numbers out there, please throw them at us. I'll go home and do my homework. It's just that we were not given a roster as of yet. But, yeah.
We got to turn the camera.
It's a little wet out there.
Oh, I'm recording, not taking a picture.
Pass out to the... Oh, and a nice catch.
As he hit.
This is a little... It reminds me of the monsoon game where Bolt-Palito Blanco was involved, and it was referral. It was a playoff game. I don't know, second round, third round. I have it on YouTube, but it does. And Bibi Adames was with me. We were out in obviously we didn't have a press box, right? All right, let's see what happens.
And Eloy Rodriguez is the other.
Eloy Rodriguez, one of our Coastal Bend College Board members. Bernie Sines, JC Colmanero. Let's see if we can go a little closer. Of course we can. All the controls here, all right. Here we go. Skidmore-Tynan. And busting through the line, number 54 for Bolt-Palito Blanco.
I think they might be doing where this forced. I don't know. I'm guessing they went 4 downs and they switched. And we're still grabbing first downs. I believe that's why we're still going.
Well, as Ray pointed out, the number of plays on offense and defense, each team has scored.
Well, they might have just switched. We spoke a little too soon.
They switch now, right?
Yes.
Now we got to see some defense, right, Ray? But as Ray pointed out, each team methodical drive, about 7 plays, Ray, for Bolt-Palito Blanco.
Yep.
And Skidmore-Tynan on a 1-play bomb, if you will. And I believe it was Morgan Shannon to...
No, Sweeney.
Sweeney threw it?
Sweeney.
Oh, I had it backwards.
Sweeney's
then.
the quarterback, yes.
Okay.
To number 22.
Okay, I gave credit to the incorrect quarterback. Again, we don't have numbers. We're guessing, and maybe we shouldn't guess. But you can see some of them down here already.
Or number 6. Was it number 22 or number 6?
22.
Sorry, I was hurrying.
22. So we got some. There's Travis Hennig, number 21.
22 might be the catcher for the Bobcats. What was his name? I have it in tip
You're
of my
not
tongue.
talking about Hennig, are you?
No, the catcher. It was a varsity catcher. Aiden Martinez?
I don't know. Like I said, like I said, it's going to be more fun. It'll be a little more fun when we have a roster in our hands. And plus, we're also seeing, and I don't know, Ray, could we possibly have a couple of number 8s out there? I don't think so, but you got number 8, Morgan Shannon, but number 6. I'm going to put my money on that's Connor Santry. And that 22 is Aiden Zavedra, but see, number 22 is out there. Now, Ray, the defense is going to see if they can make a little showing here.
Yes.
The last time...
and it is a different defense.
Absolutely. Hi, how are y'all?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good, man. Good to see you. That's Ray. And let's see what they do here on defense. And nice plugging up the hole there. So what number is he out there? Because we don't have rosters yet.
What's that?
What's your son's number?
12.
12. He's out number 12. Awesome. He scored 3 touchdowns already. You missed it. No, I'm kidding. All right, here we go on second down. A little bobbling. Is he on defense right now?
No, he's
On the left side?
Yeah.
Okay. And Ray, I don't know Coach Blackjack J-Lang, whether I would assume.
No, it's real football.
You got quite a few people here. Incomplete, and good coverage by number 22. Zavedra. Man, if I'm wrong, I don't know if anybody.
Well, his mom's right there, right? That's
Zavedra? Where?
Isn't Ashley?
I don't know everyone. Oh, no, that's Santry.
Central.
Yeah, Santry. I could ask her, but. All right, it's been 1 touchdown, 7-play drive by Ben Bolt-Palito Blanco and Skidmore-Tynan on a 1-play drive of 60 yards. Oh, sticking him up. Who was that? What a stick on that one. That's some good defense right there. Now, Ray, from track and field and also from the shot put discus, number 77. That's Jose Flores. Takes up a little space there on the defensive line. Can kind of close up the gaps pretty quickly. There's Jennifer Sweeney, Mason Sweeney's mom. Man, I'm pointing all the audience and the other people in the audience. You know, there's Brogan Schmidt. She can come talk volleyball.
The power went out in the gym.
You gotta come talking a little bit, okay? Someone to give me some volleyball information.
We can practice.
On the left side. Wow, now we got Jolie Mann, ace pitcher right there. Heidi Gamble. Look at all these. Look at that. They're all in my way.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
I'm sorry.
Have a seat already. I'm kidding. But Brogan, I would like to talk to you on here a little bit.
Yes, sir, I will do that.
Thank you. Where's that? Oh, all right. Ag teacher?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Back to throw. Ben Bolt. Good coverage. Short. Man, he was right on his man right there, Ray. I don't know who that corner was on that right side, but he was right with him. Hope you guys at ST Bobcat Nation are enjoying this.
Looks like Sweeney on that right.
Sweeney out on the right side. Number 12. Number 12.
Levi went in.
Right there. Quintero in on the left side there. The left corner, a give to number 20 on the left side, and a good containment. So, Ray, from the first drive to the second drive for Ben Bolt-Palito Blanco, the containment on the ends has improved just in that split instance. And I don't know their players. I don't know if they're varsity or JV.
They might be JV.
You know, they could very well be. Maybe they're all deciding, hey, coaches, let's get our JV in for a quick little look at. Because you're going to look at the JV players and think like, hey, these are the guys that we're going to pull up to the...
Or maybe Ben Bolt-Palito Blanco doesn't have a JV, so...
Little motion there, but they'll let it slide. Quarterback over and complete. But good tackling, brought down immediately there by a host of Bobcats. 4 of them get in there. And, Ray, that's what you want.
Yes.
You don't need to tackle alone if you can have four of your buddies right next to you, you know? Once again, thank you for joining ST Bobcat Nation. I'm with Ray Ramirez, and my name is Amador Ramirez. And if you have any comments, please key them in professionally and let us know some numbers out there, some of the players you're rooting for. And we don't have rosters yet, so we're just kind of calling it like we see it. And here comes a rush on that right side. Interception!
Sweeney with the interception.
On the right side, Travis Hennig.
And we are correct. Connor Sentry is 22. Aiden Saavedra is number 3.
Zaveder number 3?
Yes.
Sentry's 22.
Yes.
Okay. And Quintero is number 12. That's beautiful right there. You know, Travis Hennig, last year, Ray, he had that one particular game when he was on that right side in a full stand-up stance. He went on your normal lineman stance, and he was putting pressure on that quarterback.
Yes.
So if they can get Hennig to do that this year, especially against those mobile quarterbacks, it's going to bode well for Skidmore-Tynan. We do have some volleyball players here. Jolie Mann, Brogan Schmidt. They can talk a little bit volleyball at halftime. There is no halftime. I also have... we have Cassie Sowers to join us. Oh, and a stick by number 2. Bringing down the runner. Hey, Brogan, before I lose you.
Yes, sir.
We'll ask her a few questions. All right, so I'm going to join y'all tomorrow over here.
Okay.
I'm going to join y'all tomorrow, so... tell us first about, it was Thursday, right?
Yes, sir.
We weren't able to be there at ST Lady Cat Nation, but Talk about what happened Thursday and what is in store for tomorrow.
Okay, so to start off Thursday, our first game was against Woodsboro JV. It was a pretty easy win. We swept them in 2. Nothing too exciting about that game. But our second game we came out the first set pretty good. The second set, we started off slow, so we did drop a set to Taft. And then this third set, we beat them. I want to say the score was like 15-11. So we beat Taft, thankfully. They were just like, our communication was off and our reads were off, and they just kept on tipping on us, and we couldn't exactly pick them up, but then we started we started getting it down. And then our third game, we played Rivera, and that was a pretty easy game, quick and fast. And so now we are in the championship bracket.
And that's what I got from Coach. And so explain that, because it's at 2 o'clock, and talk about there's 4 teams left, so go.
Yes, okay. So the 4 teams that are in the bracket are Agua Dulce, Woodsboro, Skidmore, and San Diego. And our first game will be at 2, and we will be playing San Diego. And if we beat them, we will be playing the winner of Agua Dulce or Woodsboro. But if we do happen to lose, then we'll play the loser of Agua Dulce and Woodsboro at 3. But the championship, if we make it to the championship game, we'll be playing at 4.
So the tournament started with how many players? I mean, how many teams? I'm sorry.
I want to say there was 24 teams.
And y'all are down to the final 4?
Yes. So how the Woodsboro did their tournament is they have each bracket. So there's like a bronze,
Gotcha.
silver, gold, and we are obviously in the top bracket.
Fantastic. So what do you think? How does it look? I know you want to be positive, but San Diego first, and then
either Woodsboro or Dulce. And we've already came out and beat Woodsboro. And if we do end up versing Agua Dulce in the championship bracket, I think it'll be a pretty good game, and it'll have a good look into our district because Agua Dulce is in our district.
that's going to be great.
Yes.
So we'll be there at ST Lady Cat Nation tomorrow. I'm sorry I wasn't there Thursday, but we'll be there tomorrow, and we'll bring the action to you out there at ST Lady Cat Nation. And Brogan Schmidt is going to get all kinds of kills, sets, digs, bumps, whatever y'all do, okay, Brogan? But good luck out there, and I know y'all will take it. Keep up the confidence.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Brogan Schmidt was with us, y'all. And also with us, down a little bit, a couple of feet from us is Jenna Vasquez from last year. Good stop there, Ray. Let me bring Ray Ramirez back in.
Well, that's the JV defense.
JV defense in there right now. So you heard from Brogan Schmidt. She was talking about tomorrow, and in the final, the championship bracket, Ray. When you get there, she said 24 teams started off, and they all play their rounds, but now it's like individualized right there. The 2 winners play for the championship. So, and consolation, of course, volleyball, and I'm having a blast. Hanging out with the volleyball team as well, along with football. Oh, what a hit! No way to go, nowhere to run. You beat your block on that one, Ray. Some of them you don't even have to announce. You can hear the sound, Ray, right? You know, it's just like, okay. It's like the swish of a basketball through the net. You can tell when it goes in beautifully. The same with a hit. And you did mention unofficially, Ray, that, and I know we don't have all the names, but we believe there's a new coach out there, or maybe more than one out there. But
Yeah, I believe there's 2 or 3 new ones.
we'll have to get to know them. And back to throw. Looks to his left, and he got it in there. And a tackle, number 20. So if you've just joined us, the opening scrimmage drive was Bolt-Palito Blanco going, I guess they're allowed 60 yards. They start on the 40, right?
Yes.
And in about 7 plays unofficially. And then Skidmore-Tynan getting their touchdown off a 1-play drive, you said, from Swinney to, we're not sure who that was.
22 was
Saavedra. No.
Century.
I thought that was number 6.
No.
22 is Century. I was wrong.
22 is Century.
Thank you. Who's out there with us right
Wendy
now?
Hernandez.
Thank you, Wendy. Okay, fantastic if he's the one that caught that pass. But, if we say it enough, we can give everybody credit for the touchdown, right?
Yes.
We can give everybody credit for the touchdown. Again, in all fairness to myself and to Ray, we don't have rosters. You came in knowing what number your son was.
Yeah, I know a couple.
Enrique.
Like I know 77 is Jose Flores. I know 65 is Enrique Ramirez. I know 44 is Anthony Villarreal. Number 8, Morgan Shannon. Sweeney doesn't have a number right now.
That's a good way to get away with it. If you don't have a number, they can't call a penalty on you or anything. And we have some mixture of basketball and volleyball and softball right in front of us, right? A lot of multi-purpose athletes here at Skidmore-Tynan. Not to mention the always the exemplary academic school, All right, let's see what the Bobcats can do. We got a junior varsity in there right now?
I believe so.
And would that be James Carragher at quarterback? They give it to the running back. And he gets a couple of yards. Lacking when we don't have names, right? Number 25 on the carry. But they're excited out there because for some of these freshmen, this is the first time that they're playing this level, yeah. And folks, we got a good representation for Skidmore-Tynan here in Ben Bolt. A lot of people here. If I have time, I'll move the camera around, but I would say, what do you think, Ray, about 3,000? I'm just kidding. We got a lot of people here.
Probably have more than the Cowboys this year.
More than the Cowboys. Well, you had a route run there, and it was either for 22 or 10. But again, try to go a little bit closer. And if I miss something, I apologize, but you can get a little more. We're here in Ben Bolt, Texas, right next door to Alice, Texas. Ben Bolt-Palito Blanco, the Badgers. Here with Ray Ramirez. My name is Amador Ramirez, and this is scrimmage number 1. Next week we'll be back home Friday night at 6 against the Woodsboro Eagles.
Oh, nice grab.
Yeah, it was a good grab, and I think Carragher. That was a good nab, you're right. Actually, during practice, I saw him grabbing a few passes just with one hand. Reminded me of I think it was back in 2011, Travis Quintanilla, the quarterback for Refugio. Most of the time, he would just take that snap from center with one hand, and he'd be ready to throw it.
And if you're going to stop an Alice to eat, I recommend Chentes.
Oh, I've been there. It's a great place.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like a cheapskate, Ray. I do things like, you know, my favorite place in Alice, is actually Dairy Burger.
Dairy Burger, right by close to Ben College.
Yeah, Dairy Burger, right by the college. That's my favorite place. It's like Dairy Queen on steroids.
Yes. We're actually thinking either go to the Mexican restaurant here in Alice or hit Michael's Mom's in Orange Grove.
That's a good one. I hear a lot about. Michael's in Orange Grove, yeah. And by the way, gas is $2.56 in Orange Grove, by the way. I was on a full tank, so I couldn't really do anything. I pay my $2.79, and then I drive by a $2.56.
Well, we got a smaller vehicle, so.
Oh, I have the big one, but I have a small one too, and it's nice having the smaller one. Oh, did you see that one more time with the hand, the one-handed nab, like you mentioned a while ago, Ray? I believe that's James Carragher, maybe Mr. Quintero. You know if that's James Carragher at quarterback?
I think so.
That's him, right?
Yeah.
That's him, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought so. James Carragher.
I saw his dad over there. Yeah, he's up at the fence.
I don't want to talk to his dad. He owes me. No, I'm kidding. He's a good guy. Good man. Yeah, so he's grabbed a few of them just like in one hand up out of the air. And he poses a running threat as well as a passing threat. Looking to the right. In the flat, he's got his man.
And flag comes out. Far side of the field. But the offensive line giving him plenty of time to look at two different receivers.
There was a meme out there I sent to a couple of these officials. And it was basically, here's your phone. It has, I figured it was yours because it has 40 missed calls. I sent it to BB also. At the 46.5. We're going to go halves this year, Ray. 46.5. 46.3. Look at that. Down. Oh, it's right there. Almost an interception. And if you did say that was Santry, number 22.
Yes.
I apologize if my camera work isn't where it should be. But we're also... We are scrimmaging too. Ray's already a pro at this. I need practice. And like I said, we have I will reset the scores, but there has been one touchdown. If you're just joining us, about a 7-play drive by Ben Bolt. And then Skidmore-Tynan with a 1-play, 60-yard pass play for a touchdown. Probably 50. There's a run. See, so I'm a little confused because Santry was number 6.
Yeah.
And so I don't know who number 6 is. Anybody out there on ST Bobcat Nation know number 6? Maybe they take the helmet off. That's a good little run there. If Santry's 22, maybe it's backwards. Maybe
I think 6 is Donovan Garcia. I think.
Donovan Garcia. All right, you said that earlier, Ray. Donovan Garcia.
Was it number 6?
Yeah, you said it.
It might have
You
been.
were right. Thank you. How you doing? Good to see you again.
Oh, nice keep by
Oh,
the
look at that.
quarterback.
Over on the left side, he's gone.
A nice little... Oh, and there's flags on the far side of the field. There's 2 flags.
Well, you know, it's scrimmage, and it's a flag, but it's our game, Ray. So I'm gonna tally up one.
We're gonna mark them.
I'm gonna mark it as a touchdown because give him half a point. You know, it turned out to be good weather here.
Yes.
Nice weather here. Again, just to let you guys know on it, ST Bobcat, there's bees here. ST Bobcat Nation will be back live next Friday at 6 for the scrimmage against Woodsboro, and it will be at Bobcat Stadium. They're going to assess that from the, I won't add the point, I'm kidding, because you have to pay for your penalties, but they will assess it from the point of the infraction, and that's about at the 35-yard line. So we'll leave it at 1-to-1 to the right side, Carragher. Off to the right. Good little, look at that. Now the runner's in the open. Number 34, who will find out if you know number 34. That was a good toss and catch from Carragher to his receiver.
We have 34 people watching.
Welcome to Bobcat Nation, ST Bobcat Nation, folks. And next Friday at 6, we'll be live for you. And also tomorrow at 2 o'clock, we're in the championship bracket, or the volleyball team. So you guys want to...
Let me see if I can find the cross-country schedule.
I have it. It's on ST Bobcat Nation. The 23rd.
Okay.
Carn City Park, according to Coach Catherine Stowe. Need to put a little umbrella over it to the sun. My little glare, I don't know what it is. If it's just reserving, I don't know if it's just conserving power or something, because it dims a little bit.
And the Carn City cross-country meet is really nice. They usually have a DJ, and it's a good friend of mine. Actually, he went to Costa Bend College, or back when it was
B County College.
We
So he's
played,
an old guy, huh?
He's from George West. He's from George West. I played him in football, basketball, and everything.
And who is he?
Matt Garza. He DJs.
So on the 23rd of August, Saturday at Carn City Park, good run to the left side. cross country will launch. And what I want to do this week is get with Coach Stowe, Catherine Stowe, and maybe promote that a little bit with some video like we did our volleyball girls. But again, folks, tomorrow at 2 o'clock, we'll be live at ST Lady Cat Nation. And if you're wondering, why didn't we stay in the same? Because I didn't think about creating different channels within the Facebook page. I just decided Ray Ramirez and I were broadcasting baseball and softball, and I just found it quicker to go ahead and get ST Lady Cat Nation for softball, and we kept ST Bobcat Nation, the boys on the ST Bobcat Nation. Here we go. Good run there, Ray. Good power up the middle. And so whenever we have the girls playing, we'll be at ST Lady Cat Nation. That'll be tomorrow at 2 o'clock for the championship bracket for volleyball. And when we get the boys playing, we'll have it on ST Bobcat Nation. And, of course, when we have track and field, like we did last year, we're like, well, where do we go? We'll go wherever, probably ST Bobcat Nation on the co-ed side. But we have freedom to go whichever. It just means we're popular. We got several things going. And there we go for a touchdown. There's a little flag, maybe. I hope I have the camera. Is it on there right? We're fairly close.
Right there.
All right, good enough. I can't see what's on the camera right now. It's got a glare on it. I'm glad the rain held off, and it feels cool. I don't know. I'm going to say I think it's in the low 90s, 80s.
Yeah, mid-80s.
Everybody's going to get their jackets out in a little bit. Did they bring the ball back on a penalty?
Did.
Okay.
Yeah, they did.
I'll let you do the camera work on that angle, Ray. Snap, the give up to Manila.
And he fumbled.
Good drive by Skidmore-Tynan. Thus far, a great start by Bolt-Palito Blanco. And then after that, ST kind of shut him down. Mm-hmm. It's been all ST after that initial drive. Again, it doesn't really matter. Scrimmage tomorrow matters, even though it's not district. As Brogan Schmidt pointed out, we got to keep an eye on Agua Dulce, so if they can move well against. We've already beaten Woodsboro. And volleyball, and it's the same in every sport, Ray. It's a matter of adjustments, Like volleyball has, I know they're doing 2 out of 3 sets, 3 out of 5 sets. 2 out of 3 is what they do. Unlike Wimbledon, where they do 3 out of 5 sets for tennis. Getting close to the goal line are the Bobcats. But the adjustment, so after set 1, coach makes an adjustment, and you have a totally different set. But by the same token, you can also lose a little momentum, too. I'd like to know who number 34 is. Received the pass from James Carragher earlier. I'd like to know who that is.
34.
Number 34.
He took his helmet off. You know who 34 is? He just took his helmet off right there. Looks like Jaden Longoria. I think. If he takes it off again, I can tell. Looks like he's out. Yeah, I think that is Jaden Longoria.
Number 34?
Yeah.
And I remember him from basketball. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Kind of built like a tight end. And maybe a defensive end, Jaden Longoria.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of new faces this year. And even on the sideline, you want to practice not your long snaps, but your shotgun snaps, if you will. And I don't know if the snaps are getting a little bit high. We're
James Carragher were having a kind of one-handed. And you want to practice even in the middle of a scrimmage, Ray.
Yes.
Well, Ray, let's talk a little football, and I got the schedule right in front of me. We'll go ahead and keep the camera on the players here, but we do have the scrimmage next week against Woodsboro, and it'll be the second and final scrimmage for Skidmore-Tynan. It will be at home, and we will be streaming. We're going to stream every game, whether it's me and Ray, or me or Ray alone, or whatever. Ryan Franco. We have plan A, B, and C, okay? And so the season starts on the 29th in Natalia against the Mustangs, and then we're coming home back-to-back for Kennedy and Yorktown. And then we hit the road for Odom. And then there is a bye, and then district. And, of course, we're going to be looking at district a little bit, Ray, in that Three Rivers, who's always a formidable opponent. And then we've got, we head to Fremont. I'm sorry, Fremont comes to us for homecoming. We go to Rivera. Is it Rivera or Riviera?
Rivera.
But then there's an I in there. And I've asked even the people from there. I said, we call it whatever. Rivera Coffer. And then, well, thankfully we don't have to travel to Santa Maria. They come to us this year.
But we don't get to go eat at the food company.
That was a great place to eat. And I had a great time with my brother-in-law and sister. Halloween, Refugio. Halloween night will be the Refugio Bobcats. And then the following week we ended against Freer for Parents' Night. And so there's the season, Ray, and looking at those teams, you're going to immediately look at Refugio, and you're going to look at Three Rivers.
And
Santa Maria, even though we played them close. Yes. We weren't too far off. So that should be interesting. We're going to do our best. Ray and I were talking, of course. I'm going to do the public address announcing for Thursday night football. And where we can at home, we'll stream. And, of course, Ray has a green light whenever he wants. Come on through. And we will do our best to hit the road for those games. I don't believe they're going to Santa Maria. I looked at the schedule, and if you look at it closely, I don't think they're going to travel there. But I don't know if I could be wrong. But normally the way junior high and JV work, there is a trip to Santa Maria. JV.
Oh, JV. Down to junior high does.
Junior high does, not JV does. JV does not go.
JV does not. There. What day is that? Santa Maria?
That would be on the 23rd.
23rd
of October.
Okay. No, JV has October 16th against Veterans Memorial.
Oh, they do Veterans Memorial. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So normally what happens is the games on Thursday for junior high and JV are like opposite the other team. So if Friday night's in Refugio, on Thursday it's at Skidmore against the same team. So we got your football covered. We'll talk a little more volleyball and a little bit of cross country coming up. In motion is Santry. Flag goes. Good defense on that right side.
That was Morgan Shannon.
Was it Morgan Shannon, or could there be there's not a second number 8 where it's okay? There was a flag on the, and Mr. Rodriguez will tell us what it is. Usually when it comes out from that side on the line, it's offsides. Yeah.
You're like, that's where I draw the line.
And I know that right now, Ray, they're not really too focused on assessing them. You're just having a good time. Cassie, if you're listening, you haven't come over here yet. I don't think I saw Cassie come over. After this play, we will we'll talk a little volleyball, or re-mention the volleyball. Santry in motion to the left. Carragher back to throw, looks to his right. He's got a receiver out there.
21, Travis Hennig.
Should have kept running. Needed to keep running on that route. You know what that tells us? That was quite an arm on there.
Yes. And I'm looking at the chat. So we do have a cross-country runner listening to us.
Who do we have?
Neareth? I'm not sure. I can't.
And that's great. And we want to talk a little bit about cross country.
So if you are listening to us, just post a comment and we'll just stream it online for us.
Absolutely. We want to try to bring attention to all the programs, and I know sometimes football becomes number one, but I had a blast last year, and I know you did too, going in Morgan Shannon on the carry. You know, Ray, when you covered baseball, I covered softball. It started to get pretty exciting, you know, like, hey, there's life outside of football. And then we get to track and field, and then we get to cross country. And you got Sarah Pena, who was state ranked, up there in the state championship, comes in 31 out of 151 or something like that. Those numbers don't leave my mind, and that is like work. That's unbelievable. But yes, if you're in any other program out there, please message us at ST Bobcat Nation, and keep checking us out at ST Bobcat Nation and ST Lady Cat Nation. Oh, intercepted, and they'll stop it right there. That was tipped up in the air, and that could have been a pick six, but they blow the whistle. So here in the scrimmage, each team has crossed that goal line once. Again, if you're just joining us, Ray, they can always do a rewind, right?
Yes.
And the first drive was about a 7-play drive. Bolt-Palito Blanco started off hot, and then Skidmore-Tynan has kind of taken over, and they hit that one-play drive, 40 yards, 60 yards, I should say. I think 50 of it came on the run after catch. But as far as cross country, Ray, it kicks off on August 23rd at DeKarn City Park. On the 30th of August in Cuero, September 20th, Goliad City Park, and close by, September 27th, Veterans Memorial Park, or what we call the 200-acre park in Beeville. There's a run. He's got an opening. Still going in Morgan Shannon.
And that was a nice hold by the offensive line.
Absolutely. Beautifully done. And then to wrap it up, no reason not to check out the one on September 27th at Veterans Memorial Park, cross country here in Beeville, Texas, just central B County, I should say. And then it wraps up for the big one, the district meet, Westcott Park in Corpus Christi on October the 8th. So that'll give you an idea of the cross country scheduling for the 2025 season. Again, Coach Catherine Stowe. We got Coach Tim Stowe, Coach Catherine Stowe. Will be leading the charge on that. I don't know if that was if that was the way they meant it, but either that runner wasn't there.
Yes.
But Carragher does exactly what he needs to. Tries to get as much positive yardage as he can. And going to volleyball tomorrow, we'll be streaming at ST Lady Cat Nation on YouTube. The championship bracket. There are 4 teams remaining. So Skidmore-Tynan will be a part of both. Hopefully both of them are wins. And leave as champions tomorrow from Woodsboro. And then next Tuesday in Orange Grove, my plan is to be there to stream that volleyball match. And that's again on the 19th. So set yours and keep checking out at ST Bobcat Nation on Facebook. We'll have all the schedules and such. And really, Ray, I kind of take the easy route. Whatever the coaches post, I kind of just share it on Facebook. Why reinvent the wheel? So
Right.
You do want to go check out a video that was introducing our volleyball team. I haven't done one for football, and I'd like to do one for cross country, just to kind of put faces and names to our athletes. Back to throw is Carragher. He's got the receiver, number 21 there, out in the flat, all the way over to the 40-yard line. I'm impressed with this this attack here in scrimmage, Ray.
Yes.
Once again, just a reminder, all of you out there at ST Bobcat Nation on YouTube, drop it in the chat. Who do you have out there playing? I'm still waiting for Cassie Sowers to come over here. I know she's there. We don't have halftime. We just do things, we're just going nonstop here. Up the gut.
Sorry, I was watching Enrique just push number 30 all over the field, all the way out of bounds.
It reminds you of Blindside, right?
Yeah.
That movie Blindside, where Michael Lord just kind of took him out of the field.
Yes.
Yeah, you got the angle right now, Ray. It's a
We
pretty.
don't mind switching off.
Yeah, it's a pretty. When I'll do this side and then I can't see that angle.
Isn't that
Yeah, good old
Colmenero, right?
Colmenero, and you got Chase Shannon right there, and trying to see. Trying to see some of the other names.
The older brother.
Logan?
Logan. Yeah. Logan, Chase, and Morgan.
And Morgan's out there right now.
Yes.
You know, Morgan Shannon is one of those just scrappy players. He loves to get out there and hit people, but he likes it. He just loves the action. I think he's in special teams, offense, defense. It doesn't matter what he's doing. You know, I haven't had a chance to look for Enrique. You mentioned he's 65?
Yes.
All right, number 65. Okay, I hadn't even been really looking for any particular players, just trying to...
Yeah, that boy grew a little bit more. And lifting all those weights over the summer made him a lot bigger.
Well, repeat what you talked about, the Lineman's Challenge.
Well, the Lineman Challenge started off in, they went to San Antonio and competed out of 6 schools, I believe, 1A and 2A schools, and they ended up second place. That made them the state in Abilene, which is a long drive.
Yes.
So, and like I said, there was 180 something teams there, and there was 1A all the way to 6A, and there was like 15 different events, 16 different events. They had a truck push, they had a sled push, they had to carry weights, they had to do a bunch of stuff. It was different compared to what we're used to, and like you said, it looks good on Skidmore-Tynan for making it that far as a lineman.
Absolutely.
But looking at our linemen, I was like, man, some of our linemen are big, but we got there, and I was like, holy smokes, some of those linemen make our linemen look small.
Yeah, you know, when you start getting into
Yeah.
it was like when you watch the movie Friday Night Lights.
Yes.
And then they ended up going against, was it Dallas Carter? And those guys look like they're professional players,
Yes.
you know? You're like, how are we going to get around this? But our guys look good. They look good right
I
now.
believe out of the 1A and 2A schools, I believe there was a 50-something, and I want to say, I think our boys ended up like 20 and 21st, somewhere around there.
That's good. That's great. I know Coach Jayling had shared some info. I'm real proud of what the boys had done. And now let's look at our guys. You got the guy Enrique Ramirez over on that right side.
Nose guard. Oscar Verdial on the left side.
See what kind of pressure they'll put. Hennig with pressure out deep.
And number 10.
Good defense, number 10.
Yes. And number 40 is, I believe that's Dylan Hawks. Enrique and also Real up in the front line.
Got it. Again, containment. I've only seen 3 real plays,
Yeah.
Ray, where the outside, 3, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, where Skidmore was a little vulnerable. Other than that, it's been good defense. Back to throw, back deep. He's got a receiver. It's too far. Way out there, number 5, and look like back to number, is that 10 in coverage?
22. Not 10, just
22. So that
Sentry.
would be Santry.
For now, these, like I said, these are JV, or not JV, these are scrimmage jerseys, so those aren't the real numbers.
But you've seen something that might lead you to think that maybe some of these young...
Hennig.
Travis
Yeah.
Hennig! That's a solid hit. We were just talking about that, right? You know, that he plays that in
Yes.
so well, and he can put pressure on the quarterback, and in this case, beautifully done. And on the keeper, let's see if he can get in there, and good containment.
That was swimming on the cover.
Travis Hennig also
And Morgan Shannon.
in the exchange with Morgan
Enrique
Shannon.
Ramirez.
Man, when your nose guard can go over there and be a part of that action, you know you're doing. Back to throw, down the middle.
Interception by Morgan Shannon.
Morgan Shannon for the Bobcats.
And the defensive line, I saw Enrique Ramirez getting through there to put pressure on the quarterback.
And that's exactly what needs to happen. If you put pressure on the quarterback, then good things happen in the secondary. Like I said, Ray, I mean, I know I've talked through a lot of this, but there's been maybe 3 plays where on the outside.
On the outside.
Yeah, and other than that, this has been Skidmore-Tynan.
Again, we're missing Uriales, which is usually one of the corners on the outside. And he's got a lot of speed.
And he had a purple jersey in at quarterback during the practice. So you got, and he's probably is that hey, you can use me in whatever way you want to use me. I don't know if you remember old Cordell Stewart. He played for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes.
He was quarterback, but they would also split him out wide. And then look at Deion Sanders, you know, who played different positions. And that's kind of the way I look at a Uriales or a Shannon or a, you know, even maybe down the road, James Carragher, Santry, multi-purpose players. They're going to keep the drive going, start it over, and again back to throw, out deep. Got a receiver out there. Good catch. That's nicely done, and of course, we'll have to add play number 4 to the negative side, and that is you don't let the receiver get behind you.
Yes.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, when you're on that quick offense, that's what happens.
You know, most teams do the hurry up nowadays. I mean, you look at the pros, that you rarely see a team huddle up.
Yeah.
They do audibles, you know.
And
Good
Enrique
pressure. Ramirez
Ramirez.
incomplete. Well, that caused an incompletion. Yeah, he put pressure on the quarterback. And if you do that, the quarterback's like, I hope nobody. I mean, either catch it or
And
drop.
he's taking a breather now.
Fired up. Fired up. To the right side. Oh, you can't do arm tackle.
You got to wrap up.
Yeah,
on
you
that.
can't arm tackle. He's still going. You got to get him. Finally, he goes down. Once he gets past that way, Ray will get it. As
I think once he hits the 40, I'll
I
start
know,
looking over.
it does look a little bit wide. It looks a little, you know, that's what happened when we were having that monsoon game in Mathis. Bibi Adames would call half the field and I would call the other half because the umbrellas were all in the way.
It looks like we're moving over.
Yeah, we still got 1-1 on the scoreboard. Of course, we're being a little biased here, but I think Skidmore-Tynan has maybe put up a little bit more on the. If this were the Olympics, I'd probably give them a higher score right now.
Yes.
I don't know what coach would do, but each one has scored a touchdown. The opening drive, 7 plays or so for Bolt-Palito Blanco, and then Skidmore-Tynan on a 1-play touchdown, 1-play drive, and that's it. Skidmore-Tynan did score a touchdown that was called back, so that would have been the second one. So you can't discredit those big plays that have taken place already. But when they start the live quarter, Ray will clear the scoreboard and we'll go by 6s. This isn't soccer after all,
Yes.
right? I know I have a soccer friend.
And we have Kai. Said the team and Coach Stowe would absolutely love to have a boost on ST Bobcat Nation.
Sounds good, Kai. Hey, drop me a message. Throw me some ideas. I actually ran across country. I wasn't very good, but I did compete. You could pretty much say I got lost. Not really, but I may as well have gotten lost. But please give me some ideas, Kai, on some of that. Or call me. Drop me a line on ST Bobcat Nation on Facebook. Be glad to talk to somebody who has experience and knowledge in certain areas. And here goes taken down rudely.
24.
Got a little muscle on that guy. He looks like a power
I think
hitter,
that's
power
it.
runner.
I believe that might be it.
They're going to play quarter, do you think?
I'm not sure. Hopefully.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. It was 1-1, but we'll go and reset the quarter. We'll reset just in case.
Well, now's your chance to flip the camera around so they can see the stands and see how much support.
Yeah,
we
let's
had
do
at
that.
ST
Let's do
Bobcat.
that. Yeah, and maybe we can get some of our. You know what? Yeah, let's go all back to 1. Let's go back to as far as we can. Yeah, really kudos to all of the folks out here and representing here at ST Bobcat Nation and ST Lady Cat Nation right in front of us. Got Jenna Vasquez coming back here. So she turns around and but if you look over to the far right, you can see a lot of people here. This isn't just scrimmage. This is football, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday night. Everybody's going to get ready. It looks like maybe that is it. We won't have really a live quarter, will we? It's okay. We talk a little bit here.
Maybe we can go down the field and talk to some of the players.
Get a chance to get out there. And, yeah, we could do that. Yeah, so it looks like everybody's, at least the crowd looks like it's leaving. And we have a chance to do that. We'll do that, Ray. But just to wrap it up real quick. Where is Cassie? Cassie never came over. But anyway, or maybe she did and I didn't. Maybe she was tapping on. Let's get in a little closer to the Bobcat players. It ended up 1-1. There was one touchdown call back. Ray, on a scale of 1 to 10. Maybe it's hard to rate on 1 to 10. What is your assessment on the offense and the defense? What are your thoughts?
Like I said earlier, the offensive line was giving Sweeney enough time to look at 2 different receivers for a pass. They were opening up holes for Morgan Shannon to run the ball a couple of times, for Century to run a couple of times. Overall, I think they did pretty good. Wasn't sure what to expect, and I believe they went above and beyond my expectations that I was expecting.
I agree with you. Skidmore-Tynan has predominantly been known for running the ball.
Yes.
But my goodness, you expect a pass now, right?
Yes.
It's almost like you're expecting a pass, and sometimes they'll run the ball. But that was really good to see. Just versatility even on defense. And I really like the way Travis Hennig looks on that defense. Opponents are going to have trouble stopping him. They really are, because he's on that right side, he's on the left side. He can become one of those, I'm going to show my age a little bit, Lawrence Taylor in football, or let's Micah Parsons, okay? Whatever the case might be. They're going to have a little bit of trouble containing Travis Hennig.
I was thinking of, what's his name, Troy Polamalu.
Oh, yes. Good old number 43, I think, for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes.
And credits to Enrique Ramirez as well, because on the defensive side, he's going to plug up that central location.
And I think that's what releases Henry, a lot of the linebackers. That the offensive line has to use 2-3 guys to stop some of the defensive linemen, and it opens up holes for the other guys.
Absolutely. And the guys are about to bust out. And time permitting, let's see if we can get a few of the players, see if they're ready. They need a scrimmage on interviews too, right?
Yes.
All right, so this is ST Bobcat Nation, along with Ray Ramirez. My name is Amador Ramirez, and this is ST Bobcat Nation, and have a good night, and God bless.